Oh my gosh, she's like in the car. She's like, it's supposed to be here. Oh my God, this is so annoying. How am I going to marry someone in another country without my phone?
Here, cover me up.
I've been talking to him solely on Snapchat. You can't do that in a letter, Mom.
Snapchat.
I kind of feel bad for her because she's naive, and then I'm like...
She's 19.
I'm like, you're going to get what you sow, bitch.
You're going to reap what you sow.
Whatever.
Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiancé. Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Beyonce.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love. It's 90-day gate. Let's love.
Are you excited?
Kind of.
Well, what a way to start the show. Wow, everybody.
I'm very excited. I'm here to talk about this. These microphones are amazing.
Y'all, we got new microphone condoms. I think they're called pop filters, the little fuzzy things you put on the mic.
Yeah, mic
condoms.
condoms.
So much better. Why am I itchy now?
Allergens.
You've made me allergic. Y'all, Poodle smells something. It's been freaking out.
My allergies have been freaking out.
Y'all, just so you know.
He wears cologne all the time, and everybody knows
I don't wear it
if you're
with
working
you.
in an office, if you're around people, you should not wear cologne for sensitivities.
I will beg to differ because my Aunt Peggy, my Aunt Darla, and my Grandma Hazel until the day she died wore Clinique's Aromatics Elixir, and now when I smell that, I get tears in my eyes because I think of my Grandma Hazel. It's like one time I sold someone I worked in cosmetics. They smelled Youth Dew. This is when I worked at Quail Springs Mall in Oklahoma City. And a woman smelled Youth Dew. Hadn't smelled it in 10 years. Youth Dew.
Youth Dew. That's a terrible name.
No, it's Estee Lauder's first fragrance.
Hard to say it. Youth Dew.
Come at us if y'all know your grandmother wore Youth Dew. And
Youth Dew.
And I bet it makes you cry.
You've just alienated most people.
You watch on our Sissy Squad. They're going to come for
Youth Dew.
Youth.
My mother had 2 perfumes and she'd throw them all away when she got allergies.
I don't think
My mother had Shalimar.
I love Shalimar. My drama teacher,
do.
Mrs. Kurtz, still wears that. If I smell Shalimar to this day, I just get nostalgic memories. Memories.
All right. Anyway, welcome to the 90-Day Gaze.
Welcome to 90 Days. 90 Days Gaze.
Welcome to the shit show.
Y'all, we have a little bit of an announcement to make.
Oh, God.
We appreciate all of you that have been tuning in and jumping into our Sissy Squad on Facebook.
Please.
We also want to let you know, please don't be offended if we ask that you're real. Because apparently we have learned there's a sadomasochistic sissy culture, and we are sex positive.
I'm fine. You do what you want to do. I just don't want you pulling off our sissies.
Yeah, it's true. I have had sex in a sling, and it was enjoyable.
Don't come. Thank you for that. I did not need to picture that.
Just a swing. And
I think it is acceptable for people to do anything they want. Just don't advertise it in our group.
Exactly.
Don't come to our group to advertise your sissydom.
Now, if you are an S&M person and your Facebook profile represents that, but you also listen to Southern Charm or 90 Days or wherever we do, and you're like, hey, I want to be part of this group, just maybe send us a message and let us know, hey, I'm a dominatrix, but I'm not here to promote that.
And I'm not here to recruit sissies from your group.
Sissies.
Which is what that one person was trying to do.
We've had several now.
Yeah, it's a culture.
So it's a culture, and we support it.
You learn something new every day, y'all.
Something new every day. I
had to learn about it, and I didn't really want to learn about it.
So anyway, y'all, we just wanted to let you know. So if we give you a message, like there's a lovely person from Australia or Great Britain, and I said, and she was very beautiful on her profile, and I just sent her a message, excuse me, are you real? Do you listen to our podcast? And she said, yes, I'm from Australia, and I've just jumped over to Britain, and I love you guys.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yes.
They love us over there.
I love us over there across the pond. Welcome to 90 Day
Crikey.
Days. Crikey. Wow, we are really good. I bet if somebody listened to that right now, they would have went, wait a minute, am I in Britain? Is that Dick Van Dyke? Because it sounds just
it's
like
a
his.
jolly holiday with Mary.
That is the...
That's the standard.
That
That's
is
the gold standard of British
for me.
accents.
Y'all,
Let's jump in.
let's jump in.
Woo. Our first Lonely Heart, as we remember her from last year, or last year, it feels like a year.
It feels like a year. And we have Avery.
Avery.
Avery. Stripper nice.
She does.
Tell me to have stripper
I
voice.
feel like Avery is still so young. What is she, like 19?
She's 19.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
happened on the way to heaven.
Yeah, exactly.
Something happened, like that Phil Collins song.
Yeah.
Something happened.
Well, yeah. Actually, you know what? This was gonna be. You might want to process that, but I'm gonna say it now because you brought it up. I think something happened because Avery talks about her wild child days, and she said, "I would like to forget everything that happened." Which to me means, and I don't mean this to be
That's
funny.
definitely
I'm like,
therapy.
I'm like,
there's
did
some
bitch
therapy to
get
be
raped?
needed.
Like some shit went down.
I
and
feel like
you need
I feel like there
I
was
think
some
she
type
did.
of
Sexual trauma.
for her to like decide to wear full on burqa.
Sexual trauma.
Something had to
calling
happen.
it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And so I mean this in all sincerity. I'll have another one later now. But she needs to process that. Go to some therapy.
I think mom needs to process something by trying to get her daughter to wear her wedding dress, which is not pretty.
No.
It is kind of 90s glam.
Her mom looked real pretty, although she still does her eyebrows a little too much for my liking.
So
Just for me.
Mom's wedding dress
Yes.
is at a Muslim wedding.
She knows better.
She's
She
just
knows.
poking at her.
You know what? I go back and forth. What's her mom's name? Connie?
Sounds right.
Whatever. I go back and forth because...
We call everyone Connie. We don't know.
We do. I go back and forth because a part of my heart goes out to her because her daughter, she probably feels like is going to join ISIS in Syria, and she's scared for it. But then at the same time, this mom does some fucking passive-aggressive bullshit to this
I
kid.
feel like mom is slightly emotionally abusive.
And I want to say, maybe your child wouldn't have got a husband all the way in Syria if maybe you were a little...
Maybe you were asking her questions about her life.
I don't know. I sympathize because, boy, that scares me to death in having children because you just don't know what the fuck they're going to do.
I agree.
I bet your mother worried every day when you were in high school because I know you were rebellious.
I was. My mother.
What kind of shit did you
worried.
do in high school?
I didn't do that much. But I would stay out late. I'd break curfew so she would pitch a fit. We did things like roll TP people's houses and stuff like that. Sneak out.
Suck dick in a cornfield.
Mama? Is that you? I'll be home. And then I'll help Grandpa pick corn.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know I got to shuck all of it.
I mean,
I know.
her friend Corey said that she was reckless and careless. And I feel like I understand that because, y'all, I was friends with Poodle when he got an eyebrow piercing. And that was the same year he came home from a trick without his shirt.
My mother hated that eyebrow piercing.
She did?
Hated
What
it.
did she... You didn't
She's
tell
looked
you
at she's
got
like,
it.
no, I didn't tell her.
So
she
you
looked
just
at
came
it.
home for Christmas?
She looked at it and was like, what is that? Oh, that's hideous. Oh, can you take it out? Ugh, what is your father going to say? Ugh, it's so ugly. That is all she said.
What did your father say?
He's like, why would you do that?
What'd
My
your brother
brother's
say?
like, what are you doing? They didn't get it. They're from South Carolina, y'all.
You know, well, when you got that in your
That
defense,
eyebrow piercing it was edgy at the time.
you know, It kind of was. A lot of people were getting them.
Everyone was getting them.
And a lot of people were getting the hoops. And speaking to the SMN community, you actually got a little barbell.
I did get a barbell.
Some guys probably thought you were into fisting.
They kind of, I would get approached by that. I got a barbell. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not into it. I don't have any problem with you are, though.
You took it out now.
I do. And so I have a scar.
But now he has a cool scar.
Speaking of people being careless, I kind of want to side with Avery's mom because she may be a little irresponsible because the bitch left her phone at home. If you're going to go to Lebanon...
That's the most millennial fucking thing to do when you're trying to get married.
Where's my phone? You don't leave your phone at home.
It's like those bitches on Amazing Race.
She's lost in the country.
And she's like, forget it. I don't need it. You might need your phone when you're in... like
a war-torn country. Yeah, there wasn't a lot about Avery in this episode, and I have a feeling that it's not going to turn out well for her. I just have this feeling. Although, Omar is... we see Omar in the next episode, y'all, because I watched a little bit of it. I'll talk about it.
We do?
Omar is hot.
He does look hot. I haven't seen the next episode. I will say her mother says something that I think is... a lot of people say, and I just want to educate. And her mother says, at one point, she says... well, I guess when she talks about the wedding dress, she says, well, we can agree to disagree. Y'all.
There's no such thing.
Stop saying that because you know what that just says? It says, fuck you. That's what it says. Don't say it.
It says, I'm right, and I guess, and the argument's over.
If you say that, and I've said it in the past too, I don't really anymore, but if you say it, I just want to say, you're coming off as an asshole. Don't
You've
say
said it to me.
Y'all, I lived with her as a roommate. And you said it to me, but we don't really say that anymore.
I would never end an argument like that. I would fight to the very end.
God, she said it before.
That's all I have about poor Avery. God bless her.
And also to back that up, not even did she leave her phone, but then she literally she was like, oh my God, I don't need my phone. Forget it.
She did do that.
She literally acted like a 13-year-old brat.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
and they call grandma. She's like, I don't know.
Oh my gosh. She's like in the car. She's like, it's supposed to be here. Oh my God. This is so annoying. How am I going to marry someone in another country without my phone?
Here, cover me up.
I've been talking to him solely on Snapchat. You can't do that in a letter, Mom. You know
Snapchat.
What? I kind of feel bad for her because she's naive, and then kind of I'm like...
she's 19.
I'm like, you're going to get what you sow, bitch.
You're going to reap what you sow.
Whatever.
That's the expression.
Let's talk about Caesar.
Oh,
Caesar.
Poor Caesar.
Poor Professor Caesar.
So... Caesar.
Night and day he worked away. Poor Professor Caesar. If y'all know what that musical's from, come at us.
You should know. You should. Y'all should know. So Caesar and Maria, he's Russian. She's Ukrainian. Girlfriend. He sent her the money, and she says, "Yeah, I buy tonight. I'll see.
Let's see.
I may have to go out with Yevgeny. Yevgeny, pour me another drink. Thank you. I'll be back. Anyway, so we do meet Caesar's friend Jeremy, who's hot, who could pound me like cube steak.
Okay. I'm glad it's a family show. Y'all, this show's explicit. Oh, wow. Okay.
You were thinking it too.
I'm a little horrified, but also steak sounds good. So now I'm a little hungry. So I don't know how to feel about that. But yes, Jeremy is very hot. He's
better when he doesn't speak.
He's wearing a weightlifting shirt, so you know he's part of a gym somewhere.
He looks like he's one of those things that's like prayer warriors for weightlifting, like lifters who love Jesus.
You know,
that's like I pray and I lift. That's it. Just do it.
Just do it. What is that?
Y'all seen those?
What are those shirts that they have like beast on them or something, or shred mode? I want to go back a little bit.
He's better when just to look at. I don't want to hear him talk.
I wondered, like, again,
Where did Caesar meet Jeremy?
that's what I wondered. That is exactly what I have
In
written
what
down.
world? He's a nail tech.
Like I thought, is Jeremy like, is this like his volunteer? Like is Caesar a mentee or something for him? Because y'all, we
Or is
think
he like a
Caesar's
big brother
on the
and big
spectrum.
sister? Yeah.
Yeah, like, is
that's-
it part of a
maybe
program?
Jeremy is a mentee.
I feel like if Caesar has something where he is going through like a mental and it's diagnosed, I hope they let us find out because that's
He's
important
a
to know.
little Aspergery. That to me, that's what it is. It's
Put your microphone up. I can't hear.
Sorry, he's a little Aspergery.
Is it you want to turn you down or you too hot?
No,
you
it's a
think?
little hot for me. Yeah,
Wow.
I know it never is.
It's these new mic condoms.
They're amazing.
They're so much better. Y'all, Sure. This show is brought to y'all by Sure. SHURE. Sure. My heart broke. When
Are we
Caesar's-
talking about the jewelry
Caesar-
store scene?
No. We're
Oh.
gonna get my heart broke before when basically she says we'll see what he can do, and he says, are you excited to see me?
Yeah.
And she says, maybe, or she's like, sure.
She's
yeah.
like, yes.
And then he says almost with it's true. And then he says with tears in his eyes, I've been so stressed. It's been like a parachute just opened because she's coming to Mexico.
Oh.
And I'm just like,
put that poor sick puppy out of his misery.
there is a little bit where I'm like, with the therapy mind, I'm thinking, I don't know if you're ever going to get past this.
I don't think he will.
And then cut to now that she is going to Mexico, he's buying a ring.
Yep.
Oh.
We show up at the jewelry store, y'all.
Maybe Jeremy's a firefighter, and he met him because
He
Jeremy's
kind of
he looks
seems like a firefighter.
I like that we got in the deep stuff, and then Gady D, we went back to the hot guy who kind of.
Y'all, he is definitely weightlifting for Christ.
He is good in bed
He-
and probably smells like HGO when he sweats.
Yeah, but
farts.
he tells really bad jokes. Like he'd probably try. If you were a woman he was fucking, he'd probably try to choke you. Like certainly,
Yeah,
he
a little
would
bit.
try to choke you
A little, not in a bad way.
He's into some freaky deaky
Like he
shit.
would respect your word. He would respect your no word, but he would still want to be
Maybe.
like into that.
Yeah.
I think also too, probably cries after he comes sometimes.
Yeah, in like a yelpy way.
Yeah. I love you.
I want to talk
Oh
about.
yeah, Caesar. Sorry, Caesar buys a ring.
I want to talk about the star of this episode.
I was literally about to say the star of this episode.
And that is
Y'all,
Susan, the jewelry associate.
Y'all.
Susan should get an award for the best poker face ever.
I literally wrote, Susan at Bradley Jewelers is the Meryl Streep of jewelry stores. Y'all. I mean,
Susan has has exactly what she wants to say. And when she responded to, Maria is in the Ukraine, her response was, "Oh,
I feel like
not get out while you still can, motherfucker."
I think this is impromptu moment. I think this is a little bit of a time for a section we like to call, no, wait, not Love Island. What's this? So, the 90-Day Fiancé Theater.
90 Days Theater.
Why don't you be Caesar?
Okay.
And I'm going to be Susan.
Okay.
And you be Caesar telling me that you want to buy a ring.
Okay, here we go. Dun, 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 dun.
Welcome to Bradley's.
Curtain.
How can I help you? Welcome to Bradley's.
Oh,
My name's Susan. I'm here for your
thank
pleasure.
you. Thank you, Susan. I really need to buy my girlfriend, Maria. She's Russian and she's Ukrainian and we've been dating. We've seen each other for a very long time.
Oh,
and,
how'd you meet?
on the internet.
She come out here and meet your family and stuff before?
I've actually never met her.
Oh, you don't?
No, but we're going to see each other in Mexico.
Oh.
And I'm going to buy her this ring without ever knowing if she feels that way about me.
Oh, did she buy the ticket to?
This is Jeremy. Hey, make sure it's refundable.
Sorry, you broke my character.
Sorry.
Did she buy her ticket to Mexico? Is that just you?
Oh, she's gonna buy it. She's going
With
to
her
buy
money?
it. She's very dedicated to me. And
what was your budget for this ring? What were you looking at? We've got a beautiful ring. This is about $2,000. It's called our affordable ring.
I'm looking around $500.
Oh, well, I think,
maybe something
we can help that.
Yeah, a little cheaper.
You are so positive. I love that. And
scene.
You are so positive.
Y'all,
I like that.
He bought what's called a farmed diamond,
Ooh,
which is cubic zirconia.
Yes.
I believe, Maria doesn't know a lot about culture, but I guarantee you Maria's going to get a farm diamond, and she's like, what the fuck is this?
I think let's do y'all, we're going to do another scene from the 90-Day Theater, and I'm going to be the DHL man that drops off the ring
DHL.
to the Maria. Excuse me, ma'am, I'm here with a delivery.
Hello. What is this?
Yeah, this package for you.
Oh, it's finally my engagement ring. Let's see how much you get.
Okay, I'm leaving.
What the fuck is this? We're going to put a hit on him. Call Putin. That's it. He can take his fucking farm diamond ring. I don't know much, but I can tell a cubic zirconia from a fucking meter away. Because they use the metric system, y'all.
She won't go get bread in the line, but she knows a good diamond.
She knows a cubic zirconia.
That was good. And see, I like the character work that you've been doing on Maria.
Thank you. It's helping. As an actor, I really find that I can really dig into that character.
I appreciate it.
A lot. I have a lot in common with her.
She probably got an eyebrow ring once too.
She probably did. I just kept writing, congratulations, Susan, the Jewelry Associates.
Susan was.
I think we should move on.
I just have one other question I
Sorry.
want to ask you.
Yeah.
Why does Caesar have one shitty nail painted red when he works at a nail salon? He literally looks like he has a crack addict thumb.
Why does he have one nail? That's weird.
He works.
I never saw it.
I don't know if it's like, Craig from Southern Charm.
Maybe
has
it's
his nail painted for charity. But this isn't the case.
I think maybe he's showing women what it looks like when he paints his nail a different color.
Job. You work at a nail salon.
I don't know.
My dad's a plumber. He wouldn't plumb his house shitty. No pun intended. I'm just saying. Do the work, people.
I still question Caesar's ability to do good nails.
I kind of want to see it.
I kind of feel like this is all a setup. Like it's like the Truman Show. Everyone around Caesar.
Like at the end, he's a player. He's like, I've been getting some pussy, y'all.
Like I feel like I just don't buy Caesar as a African American nail tech in his late 40s.
We just cut to
I just don't get it.
Some woman riding Caesar's dick going.
We all love the Round the World.
Round the World. Mm-hmm. I should do Foley. Mm-hmm. All right. Now that we both have had a vodka tonic in us because we've been drinking, I think
the
it's time
real star of the show.
A returner from season 2, y'all.
Can't stop laughing, y'all. Angela, like from Who's the Boss? Although she's definitely not Italian. Bitch be Southern.
She's not Judith Light.
No. She's not even Marie Light, her younger sister.
Y'all, Angela is 53 years old from Hazelhurst, Georgia.
She's a hospice nurse.
That's a tough woman.
You know a hospice nurse has seen some shit. Literally, she cleans up shit for a living.
Literally. I love that we basically
when people who are dying she cleans up, because have you ever smelled the shit of someone who's about to die?
It's not good. When my aunt was dying from cancer and my mom was taking care of her, it was not a good smell.
A hospice nurse is the strongest person in the world.
I think so, too. And you know what else? Somebody who has, she's in Georgia. She's a hospice nurse. She has biracial grandkids, so you know she had to deal with that shit.
And she's also from last season. This is a continuation. She met Michael.
She met Michael
because he commented on a page on her Facebook.
Her Facebook.
And then she's like, who is this hot guy?
Hey, Michael is 30, and he's from
Nigeria.
And I like the chocolate,
And he
as they
said-
call it to my daughter.
And he said he was a prince, and he only needed a couple bucks to get him someplace.
Exactly. And then, y'all, another reason we know that she's tough because her eyeshadow is very frosted, and I'm pretty sure from my days working at the Clinique
It is
counter,
aggressive.
at
It's
Quail
very
Springs,
aggressive.
I'm pretty sure that's Dusty Rose. It literally looks like the same
I want
color.
to call her Dusty Rose from now on.
That kind of is a good nickname for
Kind
her.
of fits.
Y'all, she's dating a Nigerian man who's 30. I'm going to say, I just have 2 words. Dick pig. We got a dick pig. I can tell. Give you a long black dick and you're feeling swell. We got a dick pig. My oh yes. I said
Dick
big.
pig.
Little
Dick-a-loo-
D, little P, little N-I, whatever.
Little P, little
N-I-G,
D-I-G,
yes.
something like that. She
Something
a
like
dick
that.
pig. She wanna. In fact, she said later on it. She said, "This is one of my quotables."
Strong tea, give me strong tea with quote and quotable.
She said, I'm going to swing in there to the airport,
Or her friend
and then
said,
she
yeah.
said, and her friend said that, and she said, well, hopefully I'm going to be swinging on something when I get there. And poor Dottie, her friend, went, oh my, and
Dottie, I love Dottie.
and Angela went, ha 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 ha, her smoker's laugh.
I have, y'all. The first time she saw Michael's, it's like Nigerian dick. That's like top 5 of the dick chain.
It
That's
is.
like
Brazil is way up there.
that. That is like
Cubans are up there too, y'all.
that. Like that dick affects her acid reflux. It's like 15 inches.
You can feel it in your throat.
You're like, oh, I need a Zantac after that fucking.
Does anyone have some Tums?
Does anybody have some Tums? I feel like. Also, I just wonder. I don't know if it's something to be concerned about, but why does Angela drive that little Mazda Miata? And did you see all that shit?
All
in the back of that car?
all women who look like that drive a Mazda Miata. That's all I've got to say. All women who've been divorced drive a Mazda Miata.
Divorced several times.
Yeah.
Y'all, if y'all have a Mazda Miata, come at us.
I want to say
Let us know
one
your
thing
life.
about this was the previous season. The big scandal was when Jared, what's his name?
Michael?
Sorry, no, you're not saying it the right way.
Mikael?
Michael.
Oh, Michael.
Michael. When Michael went out with a bunch of girls
Yes.
and said, yes, I did the BJ.
Yes. I did the BJ.
I did the BJ.
I did the BJ.
And he also called Angela his elder on the
which
after
said,
show.
I am not anybody's elder.
Yeah, you are, bitch.
Screw this. And then she said, but Michael always has a way of calming me down.
You know what calm me down is?
Fucked you silly with his big dick. I'm telling you, y'all. Dick. Goosh, 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 goosh.
Y'all. This started out being a family show.
Angela took it, took it out.
Anyway, Angela's in the car with her friend Dottie, and y'all.
No, I had a friend.
No one says, "Hey, Dottie." You have to say, "Hey, Dottie."
Hey, Dottie. Hey, Dottie.
We all say, our aunts, all our moms. You never knock on the door of your
You
friend
don't.
Dottie's house.
You
You
don't.
go, "Ooh, Dottie."
That is true.
Dottie has always said, "Dottie."
It's like, hey, always something. But so yes, that is their strife is his. He just likes them Instagram DMs.
I'm want to say who these people remind me of in my life or in your lives. Angela is the office manager of your dentist.
Oh,
Yeah. She's the one who's kind of in charge of everything, and she's a little overweight. You wonder what her home life is. She's kind of nice and she's funny, but
preference. It's not a new dentist office. This is like your dentist who's.
This is
he's
your
in his
middle school
60s.
dentist.
Yes, this is your night. Yes. Mm-hmm.
This is your middle
Keep
school
going. I
dentist.
just wanted to clarify.
In in South Carolina.
Yeah, it's not some of those new places that do Invisalign. Not that shit.
No, not my dentist office, which is all hipster and shit, where
No.
they had a Yelp thing come in and I had to sign a fucking release. Only in Los Angeles.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to sign a release while he was cleaning my fucking teeth. It's Blue Pearl Dentistry.
Wow.
I enjoyed it. Anyway, come at us if you have to sign a release at your dentist office.
Yeah, come at, some of y'all have that sleep dentist, which I just feel like that Lifetime movie where I would have a baby. Was it a Lifetime movie? What movie was it where the woman was it Meredith
She got
Baxter
pregnant.
Burney? Was that Meredith Baxter Burney?
She got pregnant in a lot of movies.
Y'all.
She also set a house on fire.
God bless Meredith
And
Baxter
she went, liar, liar, house on fire, because she was a pyromaniac. And then she was a bulimic in some movies.
We could do
Come
a
at us if you love Meredith Baxter
We
Burney.
could do a podcast just
I think
about
she's a
that.
lesbian, and I think she's just now Meredith Baxter because she
is.
divorced David
Oh.
Burney.
Y'all, by the way, somebody posted on our Sissy Squad a really nice meme with Deidre Hall, and we
We
appreciated that.
love Deidre Hall.
Anyway, back to
Let's-
Michael.
Let's jump into.
I'm not done with that.
No, I'm not either. I'm
Oh.
saying. So Angela's thinking about places to have her wedding
Oh.
/ reception.
Just want to add, just in case
Yeah.
you missed this, they've only spent 2 weeks together.
That's a plenty
The
of
rest
time.
of it's been online. She got that D once, and she knows it's ready. She's ready.
That's a D for life. That's a
A
husband
D
dick.
for that is a husband dick. Okay, that was gross.
So
So
we
she's
come
planning a
upon
wedding.
the site of her intended wedding / reception, and it's some outdoor facility with like bridges and such, and it's called the Cotton Patch.
Y'all, I had to make Jake rewind it and see it again because he missed it. And then he just laughed for 5 minutes. Y'all, you might have white privilege if you want to marry and have an African ceremony for your black husband
In a
at
place
a place
called
called
the
the
Cotton
Cotton Patch. You might have white privilege.
And then Doug, who is I think
No.
carrying a weed eater,
DJ Doug makes it.
DJ Doug,
With 90 boy band
who's
hair.
got a Jerry curl with yellow Oakleys.
Mhm.
I wrote down Doug is a human skull cup brought to life.
It's exactly. Someone said, "Dear God, can I love this skull so much.
Can it be a human person?
Can it be? I don't
And then
care if
Doug-
it gives me cancer.
and
Can
y'all,
you just
they had to subtitle
human.
Doug.
they had to subtitle Doug.
I'm almost certain that Doug is the maintenance man, and he has no power over rentals.
I love that Doug's explanation for an African wedding is, well, yeah, we can barbecue a goat.
This is real, y'all.
I love and this is her. Where Angela
Lovely.
says, I want to have an American wedding. We're gonna have the American wedding. Everything's gonna be American, and then for the reception,
It's
it's
gonna be all African.
African. We're gonna switch it.
And so
up,
then
African.
I expect people with drums come out, and then like
She's gonna have a costume
and
change.
I guarantee you, someone's gonna be in blackface, and everyone's
It's
gonna be
gonna happen.
horrified.
You know what? I hope to God this happens so we can see this wedding on TV.
I'd also like to say that she's very interested in the way things go down at, as Doug says, the main gazebo.
Cause we got our
Like a
main
man-
gazebo
man
out
gazebo.
there.
Gazebo.
That's where you get
You know, that's
your-
where you get your stuff. And
That's
it-
where you say your vows.
And you know what? It's gonna be. I'm gonna charge you anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000. And she's like, that's just too expensive.
That's too expensive.
Listen.
And Dottie says, you can't do that.
Listen, a wedding, an outdoor facility like that should cost you at least $20,000 anywhere else.
I mean, y'all,
this is
I
like
think-
butt fucking Egypt where she's having this wedding.
if I didn't have a
Fucking
black
Cotton
if my
Patch.
boyfriend wasn't black, I think I would get married at the Cotton Patch. And you know what? I still might just cover it up for $8,000 when people come in.
$8,000 is a steal.
That is nothing
you
for a
need
wedding.
to have your wedding there.
People pay that here on their dresses.
No more.
I mean,
You will rent a church for $15,000. A church will cost you $15,000.
I just want to say Dottie and Susan are winning the awards.
Dottie's a good friend. Should we talk about the restaurant with Skyla, her daughter?
I knew you were going to have a problem. So I'm going to meet my daughter, Skyla.
Yeah, I got a problem with this name, Skyla, because that's not a name.
And let's just cut to it. She wants to have her daughter's egg to have a baby with Michael.
Quotable. I just need your egg. I just need your egg. I can tote it. I just need your egg. Y'all, if you use the word tote, you are our people.
You are our people. You know why? Because my father...
I can tote it.
I once told my father that I might adopt a baby with my partner, and he said, Matthew, why? I don't want you to fetch a baby. It's got to be blood. I want a little Matthew. Don't fetch one.
But in South Carolina and that part of that, we say tote all the time. I toted it. I just need to tote
About
it.
babies?
Yes. You tote something. You carry something, you tote it. I got to
tote it.
I toted that thing for 4 miles all the way down. I towed it. It's also, tote is also the past participle. Not toted. I toted. I just need your egg.
I think the problem that I have most of, though, with all of everything you just said, what gives me the most pause about Angela is, why do you have your hair 90 scrunchied on top of your head? You know better, Angela.
I agree. I also had problems. I said Skyla should never wear peach.
Skyla should never be named Skyla.
Yes, that's true as well. Anyway.
And she does sound like Skyla has her faculties. I thought maybe she was smarter. And then she said,
I'll think about it.
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
She might even carry the baby. Y'all, because what the deal is here, let me just read this if y'all don't get this already. Angela knows that she's just old. She tanned too much. She probably used Crisco 80. So now, if y'all know, she's got cleavage wrinkles.
Copper tone.
No, my cousins just used Crisco. Just full on Crisco. Y'all, if you tanned in Crisco, come at us. And
that is trashy.
Oh, yeah, they did. And so, that wasn't trashy. That was popular. You would use Crisco to tan.
My people use suntan oil. They would
they sometimes would use Crisco. My cousin Kelly, she would
that is
my cousin
country.
Lolo, that would use
that
Crisco.
That is fucking country.
But y'all know that she knows she needs to. The only way she can trap this D is to get a kid of his.
Yep, that's true.
That's it. That's it.
As much as I hate to move on,
but speaking of inappropriate mother and daughter relationships. I feel like we're there.
Let's move on to our next lonely heart, Miss Rebecca. Also Southern from Georgia.
She is from like Canton or Cantoon or something.
So the first thing to do, the best mother-daughter activity I can think of is lingerie shopping. Because you're going to show your mother's new 26-year-old boyfriend what he's going to see on his wedding night. Well, as she said, we're going to have sex as soon as possible.
And the fact that you're telling your daughter, I'd get it in 5 minutes if I could.
I also wrote down that the bustier that they were shopping for is appropriate for Muslim countries.
Very. I'm glad she's being sensitive.
I also want to talk about that.
Hold on. I just want to ask for everybody listening, because we're basically women, but we're not real women. Would you go lingerie shopping? Or
with your daughter?
Maybe we think this is weird, but maybe this is like something mothers and daughters do. Let us know. Start a conversation on Twitter, Instagram, Sissy Squad. Let us know.
Or maybe your relationship with your mom is that healthy, but it feels really uncomfortable to me.
It does to me.
That's what you do with your friend, your girlfriends.
It's like when my mother asked me if I was the bottom or the top. And I said,
that is an inappropriate conversation.
And I said, mother. And she said, what? I'm a sensuous woman.
And that's also not how to pronounce sensual or
So
sensuous.
I just want to know, but is that normal for mothers and daughters? Let us know.
It's not. I want to give my runner-up for Best Actress to the shop owner, who I must say, this is the afternoon, and that woman was in bare shoulders.
At Amabella. I think that's
Which I think is the daughter's name on Big Little Lies.
Actually, probably her, the woman that owns it, who I like to call the Southern Joan Collins.
She was in bare shoulders in the afternoon.
And she was in very red lipstick and
She was
in nighttime elegant
it was
makeup.
eleganza makeup.
It was eleganza makeup, y'all.
It was contoured.
She doesn't
I put
even...
that she looked like Pam from True Blood.
She did look like Pam from True
If you
Blood.
remember the show True Blood, Pam, the whore.
Or she looked like, to me, again, this last season of American Horror Story, don't watch it. Wasn't worth it.
No, it's not good.
But it was how Joan Collin was so extra. It was just out of place the whole time.
Yeah, this
And
woman.
she was just extra. I don't know her name. If y'all caught her name, I hope her name is something like...
It's Carlotta or something like that.
Carlotta. Hello, this is Carlotta and Amabella. How can I...
Paper faces on parade.
Masquerade. What a beat, what a beat, what you find you.
It's all right.
Y'all, I hope Amabella's the name of Carlotta's daughter, because you know it probably is.
That's.
I like how Rebecca also basically says she's been finger banging herself to text to Zied. She's like, oh,
They use a lot of emojis,
He's
y'all.
seen me naked. We use filters a lot. So basically, she has not only a 20-year-old face, she has a 20-year-old vagina and probably 18-year-old titties.
They talk about Zayed as well, and they do a thing of him doing that long, weird kissing thing. And no one ever taught Zayed to make kissy faces.
No.
Because you do it quickly, not like, which hurts.
I love you.
I
love you so
You
much.
are for I am
you
for
are
you.
me. I
You
am
are for
you.
me.
I want to see you in love.
Stop!
And I want to drive around the city and touch you.
I wrote that Zayed's lips are like two pieces of liver strapped together. That's what it looks like to me. They gross me out. They're
They
so
do.
big. Like they completely disgust me.
I love the taciturn kind of the way we just flip flop this, where Rebecca says, "I respect the Muslim culture," and then the editor, good job, cut to her in that. So basically, I really wish they would have just heard her say, "I respect the Muslim culture, but I'm gonna ride that dick." Woo! Third time's a callback, y'all. Third time's a callback.
Shall we move on
To the before of Zied?
Oh yes,
Y'all,
I thought
this
it was
was-
Darcy, but we should talk about Zied.
Y'all, this is real time shit. Shit just got real, because if you think that
We're
Zied has
focusing
been,
on Zied.
if you think Zied has been catfishing or
No,
playing Rebecca,
he's into it.
He is into it.
I have tattoo Rebecca. I love tattoo Rebecca and boob too.
Oh, she is so perfect.
I
she
love-
is so perfect.
I love her boob.
I cannot. I'm going to sit and play cards and smoke hookah and show all of my hot friends.
And we're going to get together face on face.
His friends,
Oh, I
Oh.
wrote. I wrote. Hassan needs to call me.
as you know, as Jake is
I'm like,
once,
where do I buy a ticket to Tunisia?
as Jake
Fuck.
once said, I want to ride that magic carpet. He once said that to a guy at Akbar. The guy said he was from like Lebanon, and Jake said,
I want to ride that magic
"Let me-"
carpet.
And you know what? He was a little offended, but
He was
he's
offended, but you know
but then
what?
they
I
made
got
out
that D at the end of the night.
They mad out anyway.
Mm.
So I'm not saying that's an appropriate pickup line.
Gay
It
men
might
are
be
okay with
racist.
some casual racism, y'all.
Oddly,
if they see what they
are.
want, they're gonna go get it.
But
I just shook my ass in front of him like Disco Duck. Disco Duck. Doom, 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 doom. You remember Disney Mouser-size? Disco
Come
Duck?
on, everybody, get Mouser
Size.
size.
I can remember doing that dance in my parents' bedroom.
Any way you make it, whatever you feel
feel
inside.
inside.
Let me finish it out. Come on, everybody, and Mouser size. Disney's Mouser size. And then they had it.
Yes. Come at us if you had Mouser-size.
Come at us. That was you know, I really want you to come at us if you were a straight boy who liked Mouser size.
They're not listening to this cast. No. Exactly.
Boy.
So I want to talk a little bit about Zayed's parents, who's like, how old is she? 45? And he's like,
She older.
She older.
and I kind of say,
And then but he tells them, he says,
We get two hotel rooms. She stay. We not have this sex. I will not touch her the first night.
and that's a lie. He's like,
We get together face on
And
face.
it's face on face.
that's what he said, face on face. But you said something that really, are you going to talk about his parents more? Because I don't want to interrupt you.
no, I think his parents are remarkably
That's-
well adjusted.
That's what I wanted to say.
To
is
be in
that
a Muslim country and hardliners, they are not.
when you watch this, you said, you know what? I think these are the most accepting parents we've seen
Yes,
so far.
Zayed's
Zayed's
parents.
parents, I love them.
They're like, you know what? You live your life.
You live your life.
Yeah.
We literally live in one room and can see the bedroom from now. So, we've got other things to worry about. Sure.
It's Tunisia, y'all.
It's Tunisia, y'all.
The sandstorm may come tomorrow.
We just killed a chicken in our alley for food.
I don't think it's that bad
Oh,
off.
I don't know. I'm
Uh,
a dumb American. But one thing, so they end up, so at the end we see that they meet.
they meet, and he is so happy to see her.
So happy.
And he says,
Not like picture, but so much more beautiful.
so much more beautiful. And they keep touching each other. And then he says,
You're so beautiful.
and he went, I need you to rent a car.
yeah.
You're so beautiful.
Can we get a car?
Can we get a car? And he's
we
like,
get a car?
she's like, I didn't know we would have to rent a car.
He's like, I need car for 2 weeks.
And then Rebecca starts. You just
Punk the changeover, bitch.
and you see he's walking, like pushing all of her luggage, and she's just behind him, chewing on the side of her mouth, like
Like my mother would
"Fuck
be.
y'all, fuck." I'm
There
nervous.
is, and even in contrast, what his parents says, he says,
I want to go now in hotel.
Yes.
I want. Never mind.
I did say Zayed's haircut looks like David Bowie from Labyrinth.
It does.
It's not good, y'all. He needs some conditioner size of a dime.
You know what else is not good? Darcy's friends, y'all. Darcy's friends.
Y'all, Raina, Darcy's friend with a neck tattoo,
Ooh.
that is not the friend who is helpful.
No. Y'all, she goes out to meet her drinks. This is what I love about Darcy.
Darcy's
Darcy-
also from last season. as we
Darcy
talked about
can't
before.
be in the moment so much that
God
she's one of
bless.
those people who has so much anxiety. And you know when you have somebody that says like let's say I said, hey Jake, we're gonna go have Mexican food. You say, oh okay, so we're gonna go have Mexican food at Tinga. That's gonna be great. Like they keep
And it's going to be such a great
narrating-
night. It's
they
going to
keep
be such a...
narrating. Yes.
And you know what? Since we ate at Tinga, I'm a different person.
yeah,
I'm a different
this
person
is
now.
Great.
I have matured so much because we ate at
And
Tinga.
you say, hey, you want to go to Milk Bar? Get out. Oh, great, Milk Bar.
Oh, it's gonna be
I'm going to have the
wonderful.
vanilla. Are you going to have the vanilla? Like, they can't just be in the
No.
moment. They can't ride in the car.
Narrate everything.
Can't ride in the car in silence. And I love it when Darcy starts the night. Oh, okay, we're going to have a Sex in the City night. First of all, this is a 20-year-old reference of what you're fucking doing.
And Raina, who's coming out, who has a neck tattoo, and y'all, we all need to be skeptical of everyone who has a neck tattoo because something went wrong somewhere.
Those guys with a neck tattoo that fuck you will choke you as well.
They will.
I could be speaking from experience.
Also, so Raina and her sister, who has her own Albanian. Stacy
Stacey.
has her own Albanian. So Stacy's been through the
Who's
immigrant.
fucking ripped.
Yeah.
He's gorgeous. So she's in it. They've only been engaged for 5 years, y'all, and he still isn't
I
living
see
here.
good things. I see
think
good
that's gonna
things
work
happening for
out.
them.
He never cheats on her at all.
I want to talk about Raina, who proceeds to get kind of ripped. And it's never a good idea to call your 90-day fiance when your woohoo girlfriend is around.
So they call
Because-
Tom. Yeah, that's not good.
No.
And Tom, why is Tom always in front of a brick wall like a 1992 comedian?
like a Paula Poundstone. What's the deal? What's the deal with people saying you molested your kids? I mean, what's the deal?
Y'all, I love Paula
I
Pound.
love Paula Poundstone. What's the deal with female bolo ties?
What is the deal? So apparently Jesse is so happy that she can go out drink. Or Darcy couldn't go drinking before because Jesse said that she was a drunk.
Yeah, and Jesse was abusive.
And so, again, she's still talking about Jesse. Also, have you noticed that, like, Stacy's wearing, like, a nice leather shirt. Rena, whatever her name is, Rona, is wearing, like, a jean jacket. Darcy's wearing a fucking full-on white fur with so much highlighter on her face. Literally an airplane could land on her face at night.
Darcy looks like a Bratz doll that has grown up, gotten married, got divorced, and had a good settlement.
Exactly. Yes. That's exactly what she is. That's exactly what she is. Exactly. She
had a good enough settlement to buy a good wardrobe and have weekly Botox treatments.
Who will not cry at any type of like PETA or shelter dog ad.
No.
But will cry at an infomercial or home shopping clubs where a woman's selling weaves.
Yes.
That was very specific because I think we know her.
I know. So Raina gets drunk and says, "Hey, Tom, you want to see this?"
And she just shows her tits.
And Darcy's smiling like probably your mom did when you would perform Wonder Woman routines at the kitchen table.
You know what she smiled like? You're close. It was for Spirit Week, my friend Sean Payne and I, who's a very straight man, he works on an oil rig. His a very nice guy. His friend, I don't know why it was like a spirit thing. So we dressed as like gonna be guys dressed as cheerleaders, and so there was a group of like 5 guys in like 6th grade that dressed as cheerleaders, and they were like, this is funny. I made up my own cheer. And where you kind of sang and cheered and then twirled around, and I remember showing my mom and Judy Payne the cheer. And
that was Darcy's face.
What I remember is Judy Payne kind of who oddly enough chewed on the side of her mouth.
My mother.
Kind of looking at my mother, chewing her mouth, just kind of like, oh fuck, Bonnie. That's my mom's name. And Bonnie just kind of
queer.
This is why I love my mother, y'all, because I remember she looked at me, smiled, she had tears in her eyes, and she said, "Honey, I think that's great, but we'll save that for your room." And that is a mother who loves her son.
She made it so you wouldn't get the shit beat out of you.
I had a great mother, still do. Anyway, I kind of, with Rena, I can't be mad at her.
She's a bad friend, y'all. She's a bad friend.
I can't be mad at her, y'all, because I can be that girl.
You can be that girl.
I get drunk from 0 to 4 and like quick.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know,
everyone's embarrassed from you.
You're talking to your boyfriend you met for a week, and I said, "Are y'all gonna get it on?"
Or you're actually touching their dick.
Your ass is cute.
You're touching their boyfriend's dick.
Do you touch his ass when y'all do it?
And you're like, can I feel it?
You got a big penis, I can tell.
Yeah, she is that girl, y'all.
I am.
It's kind of sad.
You wanna go out with me anyway. I think that if Darcy says she can't feel upset because that might be desperate. Because your boyfriend
makes me want to reach out.
Because you're flirting. Your boyfriend's flirting.
He's like, "Hey, that looks great. I love your décolletage."
If your boyfriend's
Raina.
flirting with your friend in front of you and you can't freak out because that seems desperate, that might be a red flag.
That's a red flag.
That's a red flag, y'all.
Previously, red flags have also been trying to get married in a place called the Cotton Patch when your fiance's black.
That's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
Anyway,
I just had one thing about Darcy later on when she's going on the flight.
Yeah.
And she's taking 11 pieces of luggage, and they lift the luggage up, and she goes, "Twin power."
I thought that was cute.
I about died.
I just want to say one more thing about Darcy. Honey, You are literally carrying too much baggage. This is a metaphor. This isn't even a metaphor. It's a metaphor. You are literally
It tells us
carrying,
everything we need to know.
It tells us everything
I agree.
we need to know.
Also, it really bothered me when her talking about the concept of a soulmate. What do you think? Do you think everyone has a soulmate?
No, I think we have.
People come into your lives, and if it's at the right time, yes, you might be together. If it's not the right time, you might not be.
I think really great country song, by the way, called "Timing Is Everything," and I think timing is everything.
I agree.
In relation. Now, do I think that there are people out there that are predispositioned in a much better way? Yes, obviously, but I don't know if soulmate's the right word, because that makes us think that
she's stuck on this romantic idea that she's just going to fall into him and he's going to be perfect.
I mean, as you have said, you'll make anything that's 10 inches work. You will, as long as they have a bank account.
It's above the headboard.
Yeah, then you're like, I'm gonna, and I'm like, Jake, he can't speak English, and you say this can work.
I have faith. I have faith and love, y'all.
It's true.
Shall we wind up with our favorite Tim?
Tim has faith and love, y'all.
Y'all, and Tim is at his going away party with donuts on plates. Everyone knows you don't eat donuts on plates.
You don't eat donut. You eat them out of the box where
eat them
no
out of
one
the box,
can see you.
And no one has donuts on plates
with
ever.
Maybe a napkin.
A napkin. You never eat a donut on a plate.
Ever.
That infuriated me.
Y'all, speaking of shady friends, Veronica is a shady fucking bitch.
She is.
Because
his friends are also savage.
Who throws a party where you know you're going to have to take pictures and you're wearing basically a bra with a mosquito net over it?
I called it, she's an extra from that Robert Palmer video, Simply Irresistible. She's wearing like a black bodysuit. And strangely enough, more masculine than those women.
More masculine.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of sympathized with Veronica first in the first episode, but now I'm thinking, oh, Tim is giving her a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
And I think she does.
She's stating her claim.
I think she cares about Tim, but more she's codependent.
Yeah, and she doesn't want him to be happy. She wants him to be right where he is going to be, and he doesn't want to be that.
Find out that she is Tim talks about she always does this, and she sabotages his relationships with other women.
I just want to say also that Tim, I said this to Maddie earlier, but Tim is like the living embodiment of Chester Cheetah. Yeah, all right. With those wide set grin and those eyes.
Now I want Cheetos.
Now dig in.
Cheetos are good.
Tim definitely less like this. As he vapes.
I will say I've done this, or I would do this, because Veronica is a crafty bitch, but I am telling y'all, you know that like every 6 months she gives Tim a blowjob just to keep him hanging.
I agree with that. I'm sure she does.
Just to keep him hanging. And then to make matters even more complex, Tim, I just want to give you a gift before you leave to meet your wife. What is it? What is it? What is it? This is a ring that you proposed to me with. I thought you could use it again. Wow. What did you do when you saw that? What did you think?
Just the ultimate sabotage.
I mean,
yeah.
Really? That's not stabbing the knife in their back. That's giving them the knife that you're going to stab them with.
Wow. Yeah, it's pretty awful. In conclusion, for my section, I'll just say that when he's on the flight, there is nothing more creepy than a grown man carrying a life-size teddy bear on a flight.
It's really creepy. It's very creepy.
We've all seen that person.
I know you have goodwill.
Who's carrying that life-size stuffed animal. Mm-mm. It is disturbing.
FAO Schwartz does FedEx. Just do that. Just
I agree.
It. Not UPS. They always fuck shit up, but their guys are hotter. I also feel, bless Tim's heart, talking to what's his girlfriend's name again?
Veronica.
Not Veronica, but
Jennifer.
Jennifer Sofia Vergara.
Who's crazy, y'all, and would Lorena bob at him in a second.
It's true. But he's going to shower her with gifts. He's literally bringing 3 suitcases, and 2 of them
And all of them have
are
clothes in it.
just shit that he bought her. And they're in these.
From when he sold his art guns.
And isn't it weird how, like, I expect to say, like, things that I bought her, and Matt be like, you know, at Banana Republic, when you buy something and they wrap something in tissue or something like that.
Yes.
This is just like stuff in plastic like he bought at Alibaba.com or some shit. Like, where the fuck did he get these clothes? Because these are not from, like, take them out of the Old Navy bag at least.
Closeout.com.
Yeah.
AshleyMadison.net.
Oh, even Overstock.com is nicer than that.
They're mean, nasty Republicans too, y'all.
They are?
Yes.
I don't buy anything
You
from
can't.
them.
You can't.
Yeah, but if Overstock.com, if you want to sponsor us, let us know.
That's all I have. Do you want to move on to our final segment?
Yes.
Of y'all. Our final segment is called "Straight People Be Crazy."
Straight people
because
be
gay people
crazy.
would not do this.
No.
As both of us are homosexuals, I don't know if that comes across, but we are.
It's true.
And mine is straight people be crazy because no gay person would show up at the airport with his fiance's face on his shirt. Red flag as well.
But you know what? That final picture they had where he's standing there and Rebecca's standing there, and then he's got a picture of 20-year-old Rebecca on his shirt.
In Fox Fox
Rebecca,
Snapchat filters.
And Rebecca has that same look that Judy Payne gave my mother. Just doing that lip going,
oh, bless Judy Payne.
this ain't good, Bonnie. This ain't good. God bless Judy Payne.
Come at us, Judy Payne.
I don't think she's on Facebook, but Sean's great. He's still attractive. Y'all, my straight people be crazy is just DJ Doug. Just the existence of DJ Doug. Straight
I hope we
people,
see him again, y'all.
I hope he's on next season. I
God
hope he
bless.
gets an idea.
They need a whole reality show about the Cotton Patch.
They do.
I'd
That is
watch
a
that.
show. I would watch that in a minute.
With his yellow Oakleys.
Say yes to the dress, Cotton Patch edition. Give it to me, TLC. Please.
If you've got a shin, I can accommodate it.
Yeah, I can accommodate it.
If you've got a shin, I can accommodate it. That's the slogan of the show.
Woo, our last segment. You know what? I want to say our little stuff, and then we'll do our last segment. We just want to say, y'all, we love reviews.
Oh.
We love when y'all leave. We're gonna mix it up. We're
They're
gonna do
my best day.
We're gonna do the
My
business
best thing about
stuff
the morning.
first.
Okay.
We love reviews. Poodle loves them. I just want to read. I texted this today to Poodle, and he actually said, "This made me tear up." It did me too. Someone posted a review and said, "We won't say the name because I don't know if you want to say it," but somebody put depression question. What depression? And then they put, when my husband sees that I'm sad, my husband says, "Honey, what time is it? Come at me." And I say, "It's time for my medicine, Michael."
Oh.
And then we listen to Poodle and Maddie, and I'm not sad anymore. That, y'all,
I teared up.
We're doing the best that we can, and we appreciate those 5-star reviews. They help keep us going so
They
much.
do.
You can do that on Apple Podcasts. Some of you listen on Spotify, Google Play, and y'all still go into Apple and leave a podcast review, and we really appreciate that. You can hear all of our shows. I think by the time this show comes out, we've got 90 Day Gays. We've got our Bitchcraft.
We've got
our
Sweet Tea.
We just finished up our Sweet Tea Southern Charm podcast. So if you just finished Southern Charm, you can go binge on the Sweet Tea. We appreciate it so much. And if you don't want to leave a review, or if you do, the best thing you can do is sharing is caring, y'all. Just share that.
Just don't share STDs.
It's true. You can go to our website at sissy.talk.com. And let's talk about our last segment that I like to call, you might want to process that. I have one. I think I want to go first on
Okay,
this one
sure.
because mine's actually a little more serious.
Okay.
This is about Darcy. Darcy, Darcy keeps talking about, and this is what breaks my heart about Darcy. She says, "I keep doing things that aren't right for me. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm going to stop that." And what I realized, y'all, she's shaming herself.
Yeah, she's really
shaming
she's
herself.
Some real problems.
And I want to say, if you're shaming yourself for the past mistakes you've made, I want you to pause, and instead of shaming yourself, ask yourself, what'd you learn from that? Because we all do batshit crazy. And and I hate it when people say, I'm stronger than that. I don't deserve that. Instead, just ask yourself, why did I put up with that then? And why do I not want to put up with that now? Just ask yourself some questions and process that.
That is amazing.
Well, sometimes we have revelations. What was yours? I'm sure it's deep.
I think mine is probably what's her name? Angela might just want to process that Michael is 30 and in Nigeria, and she's like 67 and looks like your office manager of your dentist's office.
But when you think of all that and you've been with the wrong guy, and then he drops his pants and a baby arm falls out, what do you think?
Come to mama.
And on that note, that's the end of the show. As y'all know, thanks for all the stuff. You can follow Jake at
Jake It or Fake It.
And you can follow me at @TheMattMar. And lastly, 2 T's, 2 R's. And lastly, y'all, if you're on our Sissy Squad and
you're missing out.
Our private Facebook group, we love
Sissy Squad. Join us. We're having fun.
We are
200 people.
We do. We have 200 people already. There was a really good, I wish I can remember. There was a good comment I wanted, but you know what? Who cares? It's time to go. Y'all, as we always say,
we call them lonely hearts, these people, because they are lonely just like a lot of us out here. And
if you're looking for love in all the wrong places,
and if you're lonely and you decide to look for a 90-day fiancé,
call us.